Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome to the Cliff Notes for lecture number 3, Utilitarian Thought. Please keep in mind that I wanted to make a distinction in terms of philosophies of punishment. The two major categories of utilitarian versus retributive thought. Keep in mind, utilitarianism focuses on utility. It focuses on creating a criminal justice system that is useful, rehabilitating people, creating useful people out of ex-criminals. The retributive perspective, much more focused on retribution, immediate punishment, immediate justice, doing what feels right when a person commits a crime. So this week's focus is on the utilitarian perspective, and I'm starting off by talking about lex talionis, the law of retaliation, which for thousands of years basically used physical punishment and public humiliation in order to generate general deterrence. This was focus on the idea that, like, if you commit a crime and somebody chops your hand off, you're not going to commit the crime again. If you watch somebody being whipped, that's supposed to deter you from committing crimes. So on the first slide, you could see that there is a picture of a French guillotine, one of the last inventions of the system of lex talionis. And interestingly enough, again, this was designed so that people could come and watch, women and children and people from all over a town can watch this person's head get chopped off. And this was supposed to prevent everybody in the crowd from ever thinking about doing crimes. And come to find out, you had people who were thieving, assaulting each other, murdering each other in that crowd. As the blade from the guillotine's coming down, everybody's attention is focused on this person's head that's about to get chopped off. It was an excellent time to rob somebody. It was an excellent time to steal something from somebody because they were distracted. That deterrence did not work. So the works of Cesare Beccaria, or Cesar Beccaria, and Jeremy Bentham, these utilitarian thinkers, wanted to create a system that was a move away from the punishment of the body and physical torture, and much more towards punishment of the soul. So our current criminal justice system, which relies on prisons and jails, if you look at it this way, prisons and jails technically on paper are supposed to take care of the person's body. Prisoners have excellent health benefits, excellent dental benefits, excellent vision care, and their bodies are very well taken care of, and it's supposed to be a psychological torture, a punishment of the soul. And so I want you to pay attention to those very important changes in philosophy on, you create, and this is really important. Beccaria believed if you create a system that's fair and predictable, people will follow those laws as if they're following social contract. Lex talionis was unpredictable. You had a government that tortured people, that ripped people's limbs from their bodies and stuff. And he was thinking, how can the people trust a government that does that? And how could you expect people to be non-violent when your government enacts like that, and the government's supposed to be a model? So, kind of want you to pay attention to the concept of a social contract. Please look at the discussion questions of whether or not this would be something, a good idea to bring back in our society. Would our crime rates be less? The case of Michael K. is a great example of physical punishment still being used in the modern world, and whether or not it's still effective. And of course, the reading for today, Jeremy Bentham's The Principle of Utility, this is going to be the most difficult reading that you have because of how Bentham writes. He's very wordy. It's long run-on sentences when things could have been more simple. But his overall premise is based on the idea that if you create a system of laws that bans harmful behavior, if people are engaging in behavior that is not harmful to others, then why ban it? Why do it at all? So if you have any questions, please let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.